And let me introduce you to a very violent person who's also known to be a long-term drug addict. This is Wayne Volz. He's 34 years of age. He lives on South Washington in Fort Meade, Florida. And here's what occurred. He lived with his mom and dad, and this morning he had a conflict or an argument with them. And he pistol whipped his mom. When his dad ran to help his mom, he knocked his dad down and asked him, "Do you want to die today? If you don't want to die, if you don't want to die, and if you want to live, you better beg for your life." This all started about 11:30. Then he held them there all day long. He took their cell phones. He said that he was Jesus and God. His dad said, "We are people of faith. You're not Jesus, you're not God." He held them against their will. He took their cell phones from them. He held them hostage. And late this afternoon, Dad said, I need to go to work. I work at Lowe's in Bartow. Wayne said, "Well, I need to stop some places anyway." So his dad said, I first took him to Bartow, where he bought some pills from a black male. That's still under investigation. And then Wayne said, "Well, I need to go to Bartow and kill a lot of people anyway." So he rode with his dad to Lowe's, where his dad worked. His dad got out, went inside, told the co-workers what was happening. They hid him inside the Lowe's store because Wayne came into the Lowe's store. By the grace of God, he didn't shoot in the Lowe's store. So Dad calls 911. Our colleagues from the Bartow Police Department responded. They called us for a drone. Now, they're looking for our suspect. They have preliminary information. At this point in time, we don't know because Mom hasn't told us anything. Dad's spilling the information in Bartow, so we're all running blind. Bartow Police notifies us, "Can you send us a drone?" We send deputies, they send police officers. We came to the scene. When we came to the scene, Deputy Sheriff Alexander saw the suspect, and he was walking between DOT and Publix. This was about 4:30 this afternoon, and the community was full of people. He notified our colleagues and other deputies. At this time, the details are the suspect, Wayne, came counterclockwise around the building and ran past our drone operator. She didn't see a gun. So she told him, "Stop or I'll tase you." And then he ran on around the building and started shooting at Deputy Alexander. We're going to have some B-roll for you. He shot Deputy Alexander's car 7-8 times, a lot. He struck Deputy Sheriff Alexander in the forearm of his gun hand. Deputy Sheriff Alexander was out of the fight. But there were other Bartow police officers as well as deputies there. As he started back around the building, 2 Bartow police officers and our deputy Angulo engaged the suspect and shot him. We shot him enough. We shot him a lot. We stopped the threat. Immediately, our deputy was rushed to Lakeland Regional. A Bartow police officer was shot in the exchange underneath the overhang here. I will let Chief Walker release his name. He was shot in the chest, but he was wearing a vest, and it clearly saved his life. So the good news is, for this horrible shootout we had, we've got a wound to the arm, the forearm, which is apparently through and through on Deputy Alexander. He's expected to make a full recovery. He looked his sergeant in the eye at the scene and said, "Sarge, I believe I'll take a few days vacation till I heal up." So we appreciate the fact that he was in good spirits considering the ambush that just occurred to him. Our colleagues from the Bartow Police Department and our other deputies did a remarkable job as they entered a gunfight with this suspect. Had it not been for the great equipment that Chief Walker provides, we would have a dead Bartow police officer this evening. But they shot our suspect, who was rushed to Bartow Regional Hospital about 2 miles up the road, where they tried to save his life, but that wasn't to be. The investigation is ongoing. We have an officer-involved task force made up of the 10th Judicial Circuit. As soon as the investigation's complete, we'll send all of our findings to our state attorney, Brian Haas, for a separate investigation and determination. The state attorney's office has their number 2 man here on scene tonight. We'll be glad to take some questions, but first let me turn this over to my colleague and friend to talk about his officers.
Good evening, I'm Chief Steve Walker. We had 2 officers involved in the shooting today. It was Officer Vincent Augustino. He's been with the department approximately 4 years, and Officer Mark Sills Jr. He's been with the department approximately 8 years. Officer Sills was the officer who was shot in the chest. Was shot just below his badge. Luckily his vest stopped the round. He was flown to Lakeland Regional to be checked out, and he is in good spirits. If you have any questions, I'll take those.
Chief Sheriff, this individual, I assume he's deceased, right?
He is now deceased.
How much prior knowledge do you have of this person? You mentioned that he was habitual. Is this a person known to law enforcement, and why?
He had an arrest history. We haven't done the complete workup on him yet because it's so fresh into the event, but we will, and we'll make that available. We pretty well have given you the lineage of what we know at this early moment. Yes, ma'am?
And I just want to check on the conditions of this man's parents. So you said the mother was pistol whipped. Did she call police after they had left, or?
We're determining that, but apparently not, because we sent a deputy to the house and she didn't answer the door. As the initial information we're told, her husband had to call her and tell her to talk to the deputy. But we're not sure at this early stage the exact sequence of all of the details. But we're thankful that the father did dial 911. But once again, this is a clear indication how police officers, deputies, are thrust into the middle of violent events that they have no idea are going to go bad on them, because all of these details about threatening to kill his mom and dad, and he made this statement on the way to Bartow, that you're God, I'm Jesus, and mom's the devil. He's talking out of his head. Obviously, we anticipate that when the tox comes back, we'll find all kinds of drugs in his system, but that's supposition at this point. But he was out of control. He held them hostage. He pistol whipped mom. He put a gun between his father's eyes and told him he needed to beg for his life.
Sheriff, how many shots were fired, and were there other people in the area? Like, how close could they have been?
We don't know exactly how many shots were fired. I can tell you there were a lot of shots fired. It was a gunfight. It was clearly a gunfight. And we shot him a lot. And he won't ever shoot anyone else. He's dead. He asked to be shot and killed, and we obliged him.
You mentioned the B-roll, and I imagine you'll be providing, but if you could just describe what we can expect to see on that B-roll.
Look at it for yourself, and then y'all can describe it, because I'm not sure which clip they're going to release.
Chief Walker, can you spell the names of your officers? Please?
Sure. Vincent, Vincent, Agostino, Agostino, and Mark, Mark, Sills, Sills, Jr.
We will be prepared to provide or fill in any of the blanks probably by Monday or Tuesday, but there won't be any other releases this weekend, okay? Thank you very much. Have a happy Easter. I know these two officers, and we will, because they're alive, they're in great condition, and they're going to once again be able to serve and protect the community and stop evil like they stopped evil tonight. Thank you.